Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new video. In this video we're going to be making a number guessing game. Alrighty, so here's how it's going to work. It's going to say, I thought of a number between 1 and 10. Right? And now we can guess the number. So let's say 5. So 5 was too small, so it tells us too small. So now we can guess another number. Let's say 8. Okay, so we guessed it correctly. The number was 8. So this is what we're going to be building in this video. Before we get into the code, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment saying I subscribe and I'll respond to every single comment. So now let's get into the code. The first thing we're going to want to do is import random. So why do we need random? Well, it's a random number guessing game. So we're going to need to generate some random numbers that the user is going to try to guess. So to do so, Python comes with a random library that we can import. And with this, we're going to be able to generate random numbers. So let's try to get the basis of our first game. Let's try to get the very basics down of this game. So let's just create a number. So number equals, and now we want to use a random library. So we can do random.randint. And then as you can see, it says return random integer in range A to B, including both end point and start point. So let's just do a random number from 1 to 10 for now. Obviously, you can change this to be whatever you want, but we're going to do with 1 to 10 for now. So now what do we need to do? Well, we need to allow the user to guess the number until they get it right. So let's create a variable guess, and let's set it equal to 0. So we know 0 is not going to be the right number, because our numbers are from 1 to 10, so that's good. So now we can do while guess does not equal number. So while they haven't guessed the number, so this is what this does, we're going to be repeating some code. So what do we want to repeat? We want to do guess equals int input enter a number, or rather guess the number. Alright, so what this line does is it's going to ask them to guess a number, and then whatever they input, we're going to convert it to an integer. That way we can compare it to the actual number, which is also an integer. So then, what do we want to do? Well, if they get it right, then we're going to break out of the loop, and we want to do print u1. And just to be nice, let's add the number was, and there we go. So now we should have the very basics of this game down. It starts with thinking of a random number, then they guess until they get it right, and then it says you won, the number was. So let's run it and make sure it works. Alright, so it says guess the number. So let's do 5. Alright, so we're wrong, so it's asking us again. Let's do 6, 7, 8, 9. So why did we have this little issue? Well, the reason is that we didn't convert number to a string. So it's adding a number, so like an integer to a string, which is an issue. So to fix this, we're actually going to use format. So what this does is it's just going to replace the curly braces with whatever value number has. So let's try it again. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. You won. The number was 7. Alright, so we guessed the number and it was 7. Clearly, our game works so far. So now let's improve it a little, maybe giving them hints or like hot and cold, whatever we want. So let's start by comparing their guess to the number. So let's do if guess is less than number, then let's say too small. Alright. Otherwise, so elif guess bigger than number, then we can do print too big. And otherwise, we can print u1. Alright. So now if it's too small, it's going to print too small. If it's too big, it's going to print too big. Otherwise, it's going to print you want the number was. And let's add a period in there. Alright, so let's try it again. So that gets 5, too small, so let's guess 7. It's still too small, so let's guess 9. Too big, so now if we put 8, it says you won, the number was 8. Alrighty, so let's just add a little message at the beginning that's going to tell them what range the number has. So let's do print I thought of a number between blank and blank. Alright, and now we're going to use dot format to put in the range. So small, large. So right now small, large don't have any values, but we're going to be setting them in just a second. So let's do this up here. So let's do small equals 1 and large equals 10. Right, and now let's change our bounds on the random number to be small to large. Alrighty, so now if we run it, it says, I thought of a number between 1 and 10. So now we can start playing. It's too small, too big, and boom, you won. The number was 6. And now if we change this range, let's say 5, let's do 2 to 5. Then we run it again. We get, I thought of a number between 2 and 5. So let's say we put 10. It's going to say too big. But now let's say we put 3. Well, that number was 3. I guess I'm pretty good at guessing. So yeah, so now we have a number guessing game. So thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Obviously, there's a lot of ways you could improve this game. If you have any thoughts, please let me know down in the comments. If you have any questions at all about why your code isn't working or how to add something to the game, please let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to respond to every single comment. Thank you, and I'll see you all in the next video.